the problems that you are solving and the approach that you're taking to us to solve them. So what did you identify in the healthcare space that you felt must be addressed?
Yeah, thank you very much, Daniel, for having me here, and good morning to your listeners. So identification, what I identified is in general, the gap in the efficient use of modern technology to answer health needs, and that's across, the continuum of care.
True.
And this resulted in me finding where we can actually make the best impact.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea behind Service Hub Limited is to make an impact from the healthcare delivery side, and also to make an impact on those who are actually seeking the care.
Okay.
Now we'll come to the problems, but what a lot of time has taught us over the past 5 to 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
because we changed our focus, is that from the health seeking side, the primary thing I believe is funding or finance to access the care that you need. So we have this diagram that we refer to that is linking health to wealth. So you would say most of the time it's a cliche that your health is your wealth,
is your
right?
wealth, yes.
But in actual fact, in emerging economies and sub-Saharan Africa, the opposite is actually really very true, that your wealth can actually determine your health.
Mm-hmm.
So then you need to have this virtuous cycle of enough wealth to get the best health, and enough health to continue working to get more wealth. Unfortunately, we have the vicious cycle, which is you have people plummeting in their finances, and they are not able to access good health care, and it goes in that cycle, in a vicious cycle. So from those seeking the healthcare side, we have a very focused product, and it's for women, where we have partnered with a financial institution to onboard and financially include women on a product known as Quick Try Save in the market.
Okay.
And with this product, we onboard women onto the platform, so they are able to save, they're able to access other financial services from the financial institution care partner, so that they can have a head start for their child, and for themselves, and cater for out-of-pocket payments for the time that they deliver.
So this works like an insurance package.
Yes, but
It
you
looks
use
like
the
it.
word advisedly, because it's not insurance in itself, it's actual cash. Insurance has a lot of problems here, because there's no instant gratification and all of that. So it's actually your money, a financial management tool, more or less,
Okay.
that you can put money aside and access it.
And it's geared towards healthcare.
And is geared towards healthcare. So
Okay.
that's one side, and the other side is trying to improve the value or the expertise in the healthcare sector, and that's what the 3D service is about.
Oh.
And that we represent a company from the Netherlands, on where surgeons are trained using 3D technology, and now moving into VR. So the principle is that we want to improve quality of healthcare delivery, and we want to improve the capacity, as SDG 3.8 says,
Okay.
financial capacity of the clients to access this healthcare. I'm very passionate about the client side.
Yes, I can feel your passion, Doctor. And I'm coming to Darlington, and I'm sure that when you heard the virtual reality and 3D, you got a bit more interested, because it's a bit related to what you do.
Right.
Yes. So, in the first place, like I said, let's start from it backwards. What did you see was going wrong, and how did you decide to address it?
So for me, it all boils down to I was a frustrated patient, or at least a relative of a frustrated relative of a patient.
Was
So
possibly also frustrated.
exactly. So it's almost like contagious frustration, if you will. So yeah, growing up, I never really liked hospitals. They were the worst places in the world you could be, especially in Ghana. So I from a young age, becoming a programmer, I always wondered what I could do about healthcare. So some of the problems, like, you go there and there are not enough expertise, and they have to take you to the other side of the country. and then it's too expensive, and then it's this. And if again, it all boils down to the fact that if you have the money that you can afford healthcare, if not even necessarily in Ghana, you can fly out, then it works for you. If not, your life is in jeopardy. So that was a problem for me. And then being able to live in Europe for a while and then seeing how vastly different their healthcare is from ours, it felt very unfair to me. So some key problems I identified was the fact that we lack the expertise. And people have tried to solve this problem for a while now. You invest in medical schools and all that, but then you realize that medical school is no walk in the park, and the population is growing. So how many medical experts can you create enough to cater for the growing population when you already are falling behind? We have a 10,000 to 1, actually some are saying even 11,000 to 1 patient to doctor ratio. So that's a huge problem, one that you can't simply solve by training experts. And we also lack the infrastructure. So for me, I coming from the tech background and coming from the fact that I was crazy about AI and started learning AI, I wondered, can we automate some of the processes in healthcare? So if we do automate it, either the few experts that are within the system, could they have the power of a whole army of doctors? So if I can only do one man's job and then I have access to software that can do several jobs, then I can run like I'm 100 doctors then. So from that angle, that is where Mino Health was born.
So what is the product? What's the Mino Health product?
Exactly. So yeah, Mino Health, we see our mission is to democratize quality healthcare. And to do this, the central technology is AI. So take, for example, in Ghana, we only have 34 radiologists. And if we are talking about people having better healthcare, diagnostics is ridiculously important. That is where you detect diseases, and it's almost non-existent in our culture. We don't detect diseases, we don't check for diseases. We only wait until it's too late, and then they have to rush you to the hospital, and nothing can be done about it. And it's not really our fault. Diagnostics is expensive. So with Mino Health, what we are doing is we've developed AI systems that can diagnose diseases on their own.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what happens when you get to the hospital?
So when you get to the hospital, simply you do some test, and then depending on the nature of the test, depending on what condition you are checking for, it could be radiology, it could just be some medical imaging, and then after that the images will just be fed to this software, and the software will analyze the image itself and then determine that, okay, this person has hernia, has fibrosis, has breast cancer, has this, can do all that. And so that is the power. And then beyond that part too, it's also an evidence-based healthcare system, in a sense that we have this whole conversation that is going on that does digitize medical records. However, it's not enough to simply digitize them. Use that data for something. So in the background, our system can analyze medical records and then tell you that, the population of Kukumemle, 50% suffer from pneumonia. And out of that 20% are men.
Which could do wonders for our healthcare delivery systems.
Exactly.
For products like what Dr. Elvis here designs. Because if you know the diseases that are the most prevalent, you know what kind of financing structures their treatment needs, right?
Exactly.
Dr. Elvis.
Precisely.
Exactly.
And we were looking for a space in which to, attack this problem. And so I fully agree with him. And we need to start generating that kind of information really fast, because in Europe, they are going towards precision medicine. And it's
What's
because
precision medicine?
It's virtually medicine or treatment that's targeted at a particular person, and it takes into account various parameters, including the DNA of the person. And what makes this possible is big data. And I always say that in Ghana, we have all the data, but they are in folders, in the hospitals.
Right.
And if you have the data in systems, you can easily analyze this data and come out with, simple things. Like if we have 50% of our population having hypertension, and you can find out how many are on a particular drug, and you can follow them over 6 months and see the control they have in their blood pressure, you can quickly decide that for the Ghanaian population, this drug works better than the other. But we are not just behind, we are falling behind because we are not accelerating technology in these areas. And that's where I think that Service Hub comes in, but we believe that a lot of things starts from, financing, and that's where we are trying to get mothers on board on our platform to help them carry out, saving plans. And you mentioned insurance. Between the time that they give birth, we want to have an insurance product that would help them, do family planning, and we incentivize them where they get a cash out at their next delivery. And so there is a whole social component of all of this, and we don't want to be stuck in the tech side, where software design or the finance side, where you are just, in your office trying to look for solutions. We want to be answers to people on the normal person on the street.
Wow. My guests this morning on Time with Young Entrepreneurs, Dr. Elvis Kumar-Forson, Head of Service Hub, Darlington Aklogo, the Head of Mino Health. Darlington teaches computers how to treat illnesses. In simple terms, right?
Right.
And Elvis helps people who don't have money to build up enough capital to go to the hospital. These two gentlemen are tackling two of the most key elements of the challenges in the healthcare sector: lack of financing, which is what is plaguing the Health Insurance Authority today, and lack of personnel, which is what is plaguing the health service today. Solutions sitting right in front of us that need a critical push to move forward. So I want to find out from both of these gentlemen, how has it been so far? What do they need to go to the next level? This is the show we're having this morning, and it's called the Super Morning Show. My name is Daniel Daze. If you're a prospective or existing entrepreneur like these two gentlemen, you have a smart business idea and troubled losing your entrepreneurial dream due to lack of funding. Do you have a business that needs funding to expand? Do you need an investor or reliable business partner? You guys might want to write this down now. Your angels are right here. We will provide you with the necessary equity funding, needed expertise, networking to get your business flying. Quick Angels Limited, your ideal angel investors. This is the first time I've seen an angel investor actually doing an ad. An angel investor is doing an advert. Please call 0302 267 381 0302 267 381. Visit the website right now, quickangelsghana.com. Quick Angels Limited, your ideal angel investors. Please, Quick Angels Ghana, go there right now. This is a person who is willing to invest in your business. Now make all your payments from now on with your Barclays Visa credit card, and you could win a flight to South Africa for the getaway of your life in Sandton City. That's all you have to do. Don't let this offer pass you by, because this is the one for you. Barclays is part of the Absa family. Call 030-242-9150 for more information. Barclays Bank Ghana is a registered commercial bank. The Barclays brand is under license. Now, Eden Heights has 1 to 4 bedroom apartments and penthouses with the highest grade of finishing. Locate Eden Heights at West Hills, close to the beach resorts along the Atlantic Ocean, about a 30 minutes drive from the airport and 5 minutes walk from the West Hills Mall. Eden Heights is the new destination for luxury. Call Mavis on 050-153-1444 or 050-153-1445. EdenHeights.com.gh is the website. sales@edenheights.com.gh is the email. Eden Heights, welcome home. Now, the Malcolm Grant Furniture Sale promo is on. Enjoy a 10 to 50% discount on the entire range of home and office furniture. Exclusive offers you won't find again. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Malcolm Wear Ghana shops. Hello, Ghana. Take a step into the future with Absa, the parent company of Barclays Ghana Limited. At Absa, the future is as important to us as the present, so we always strive to keep you ahead. That's why Absa has invested, gentlemen, listen, $500 million into technology to make your future possibilities a present reality. So if you are offering technology solutions, here's another one for you. We also make sure we collaborate with the right partners to provide you with the state-of-art award-winning banking solutions. Welcome to Absa Group Limited. Absa, proudly serving you in Ghana as Barclays. Kingdom Books and Stationery now offers a 30-day credits facility with no interest charge. We deliver free within Accra, Tema and surrounding towns. Call us on 0302 764-101 or 762307 or visit kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one stop shop for all of its essentials, stationery and furniture. Now be a part of history as we cheer with Stanbic Bank and Visa in the 2019 Total African Cup of Nations from now to the 9th of June 2019. Pay for goods and services with your Stanbic Visa debit and credit cards. Get a chance to win an all-expense paid trip for two to the Total AFCON 2019 in Egypt, courtesy of Visa. Use your Stanbic Visa card a minimum of 14 times in a month to increase your chances of winning. Visit the Stanbic Visa parks and stand at Visa Park stand, at participating shopping malls and get a feel of the 2019 Total African Cup of Nations by competing in penalty kicks and a number of other activities. Let's go cheer on our team to victory with Stanbic, courtesy of Visa. Terms and conditions apply. See press for more details. Let me begin with you this time, Darlington. How has business been so far? How long have you been in business in the first place?
I'll have about 2 years. And it's been one hell of a journey. Yeah, that would be the best way to describe it. One hell of a journey. So there were a few things we had to learn pretty quickly. Building a tech solution is not enough to solving any problem, especially in Africa. There's a lot of dancing and then theatrics that goes with it.
Like what? Azonto or Al-Qaeda?
I wish it was just as simple. Right. So you quickly learn that healthcare in general globally is a very sensitive field. They don't really adopt new technologies that easily because you are dealing with human lives. It's understandable. I mean, drugs, for example, take over 10 years to be approved. So coming back from Italy to Ghana and saying, hey, we've developed this AI technology where the world is discussing about, hey, let's use AI in healthcare, but very few people have even attempted it yet. So I was like, hey, let Ghana be the first. Let's do this. This was somewhere in 2017. And then you learn that, okay, the stakeholders are not... They're sort of like, oh, that's nice, but no action follows. So that was some of the first things we had to learn.
So your biggest challenge is mindset.
Yes, mindset, or should I say stakeholders being able to dance to the necessary tune that is required to solve our problems. Because we all know that we have problems. It's not necessarily that the stakeholders don't want to solve the problem. They want to solve it, but that execution and that proactiveness is almost non-existent. So we've interacted with a few of the stakeholders early on. After learning our lessons, we sort of adjusted, and then we got National Catholic Health Service on board. So one key thing we need to do is run field tests, run pilot programs that are long enough so that you collect, because since we are a data science company, data is important. Collecting data from an international perspective, using it to train an AI system is great and all, but how does it affect Ghanaian lives? So you need to make that test.
And for those of you who are wondering the link between data and AI, artificial intelligence is actually literally loading about 20,000 responses in one computer and telling them that whenever you see any of these responses, behave like this. Machine learning is not a joke. Anyway, Dr. Elvis Kumar, with you, I mean, you said that you've been around for about 10 years?
Yes, so Service Hub Limited started as a sole proprietorship in 2009. And then in late 2017, we changed over to a limited liability company. And
what does that mean for you?
Simply what it means is that you are more trusted. You are not going on your own, because a sole proprietorship is just you. So that's what it means. And so that was the main reason why we changed over. And over 10 years, we've had the same problems that he has had. I think that for savings and money is even more sensitive in the health space. It took me about 9 months. I say it's trimester save, it took me about 9 months to go through the red tape and getting support from the United Nations Capital Development Fund, for example, that gave us technical support to show how financial inclusion can help. We know, for every dollar, I would say 5 Ghana cedis. Now in Ghana, we are talking just cedis. For every 5 Ghana cedis invested, you get 40 Ghana cedis in response,
wow.
in return, as far as impact is concerned.
Wow.
So that's 8 times. But how do you carry this into the market? And so another big problem, apart from the health sector, has been engaging the financial sector. For our partner now, we were pushed to the CSR service for some time before being moved to, actual business, and then you finally, when you are set to go, face the big trouble of capital. Or funding. So
then again, funding also comes up as a challenge for you.
A very big one. Yes.
How about you, Darlington?
Yeah, for me, sure, funding is almost always a challenge if you're a startup. But our key challenge will be partnering with stakeholders, the necessary stakeholders, say Ministry of Health. If we did have Ministry of Health on board, things would have moved way faster because...
I can imagine for you. Because you need to be in a lot of places to gather as much data as possible.
Exactly.
Even to make your technology more efficient.
Exactly. Literally, I tell people in the healthcare space that there is no... Currently, our system can handle about, say, 12 to 15 diseases. It can handle 100 more. That wouldn't be an issue. The only difference is the data. If we get the data, we'll just train the AI system. So getting them on board. So even though we have National Catholic Health Service on board, there are still some there are still some challenges. Things are slow. So currently we are even looking for more partners so that when you put them all together, you can get more data and then speed up things. Yeah.
Nice. So here are my 2 change makers for this morning. Dr. Elvis Kumar Forson, who is helping market women pregnant women, to pay for their hospital bills, which can be a challenge. And Darlington, who is teaching computers to be doctors, can I say that?
Basically.
Or to help in treat diseases.
Right.
Wow. 2 solutions in flesh, indeed. This is where we have to wrap up this conversation. But these 2 gentlemen, trust me, you want to keep their names in mind. Darlington Aklogo of Mino Health, Dr. Elvis Kumar Forson of Service Hub. Happy birthday to you, Gospel Songstress Bernice Ansah. If you haven't checked your blood pressure, you want to go to an Ernest Chemist, any of the Ernest Chemist pharmacies at Airport's residential area, Circle, Tudu, Jolu, Ringway Estates, Spintex, Odoko, Legon Ridge Hospital, in Kumasi at Santase, Abripo Junction, and in Takrady in Cape Coast. 1st to 31st May, the International Society of Hypertension is partnering with Ernest Chemist to have a global public screening campaign to raise awareness on the risk of issue of high blood pressure to save lives. So just head over to an Ernest Chemist pharmacy and check your blood pressure. Now you can join Emma Morrison, Group Head for Business Programming, for the Women's Leadership Conference in Las Vegas with Adansi Travels. This conference, which promotes women personal and professional development and advancement, is scheduled for August 4 to 8, 2019 in Las Vegas. For US visa holders, it's $1,590. For non-US visa holders, it's $1,950 exclusive of flights. Deadline is May 30, 2019. Contact Adansi Travels on 055-631-0404 or 024-360-6648 for registration and travel arrangements. So you want to find Dr. Elvis and Service Lab on Facebook, on Twitter, Trimester Save, TRIMESTER Save, and then Mino Health AI on Facebook. That's how you find Darlington Aklogo on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Yes, all right then. So, or you can just check their website. That's how I found him. Mino Health. Google Mino Health, you find him. All right, and that's it for the news on top of the hour. We take this one message and then we take the that's it for the morning show. We take this one message, we take the news on top of the hour. with Hannah Odami.
Hi, I'm Emma Morrison, Group Head for Business Programming at the Multimedia Group.